a former prime minister accused of plotting to bribe lawmakers with stacks of US dollars. This is Ukraine News Update today. Coming up, you'll discover how a video of seized cash could fracture a wartime government and why a political veteran says she's being persecuted. Meet Yulia Tymoshenko, a former prime minister, the leader of the Batькivщина party. On January 13th, her world was turned upside down. Ukraine's National Anti-Corruption Bureau confirmed it uncovered an alleged effort by a parliamentary faction leader to offer illegal benefits to lawmakers. But here's the twist. This isn't just about corruption. It's about a direct attack on President Zelensky's power during a war. Video released by authorities showed stacks of US dollars seized during overnight searches. Footage showed a woman in an office sitting behind a desk. Authorities didn't name her. But according to the Kyiv Post, published recordings allegedly show 3 lawmakers were offered $10,000 per month for their votes. The case is linked by some to Yulia Tymoshenko. Former Zelensky press secretary Yulia Mendel told Fox News the cash allegedly belonged to Tymoshenko. In Ukraine, such transactions are usually discussed in US dollars, as you can see from the law enforcement reports. The US dollars shown in that video were allegedly hers that she was supposed to use to pay people to vote against Zelensky's legislative proposals. She said it was her personal savings. But here's what nobody's talking about. The sums shown were relatively modest, about $40,000. Mendel noted other corruption cases in Ukraine have involved much larger sums, sometimes millions of dollars. So why is this case so explosive? The raid on Tymoshenko's party office reportedly lasted nearly all night. Officers arrived in the evening and remained in her office for almost the entire night. Investigators allege several lawmakers, reportedly including members of Zelensky's own faction, approached Tymoshenko. This led to discussions about regular monthly payments in exchange for coordinated voting. And then, something shocking happened. Despite reportedly being served with a notice of suspicion, Tymoshenko addressed Parliament this week. She called the case political persecution against me. The so-called urgent investigative actions that lasted all night ended at the Batькivщина party office. These urgent investigative actions have nothing to do with law and order, Tymoshenko wrote on Facebook. Here's the part that will blow your mind. According to Mendel, the goal wasn't to attack Zelensky personally. It was to fracture the ruling mono majority in parliament. Ukraine's system is a parliamentary presidential republic, meaning the legislature plays a central role in governance. When the president controls a mono majority, legislation can pass quickly. Breaking that majority is a political nuclear option. This is happening while Ukraine fights for its survival. A former leader allegedly using US dollars to buy votes against a wartime president. Some say it's a necessary anti-corruption purge. Others say it's a politically motivated hit job. The implications are massive. If the allegations are true, it reveals a deep rot at the heart of Ukrainian politics during its darkest hour. If they're false, it shows how political warfare can be waged under the guise of justice. The controversy leaves one burning question. Is this about cleaning up corruption or eliminating political rivals? Do you think this is legitimate law enforcement or political persecution? Drop your take in the comments. Subscribe to Ukraine News Update today for more breaking news from the front lines of politics and war.